Mars TV Dota 2 League. We're getting ready to go into, what is it, phase 3? 4? 3?
This is the third heat.
This is the third heat.
Whatever
Sorry,
you want to call it.
I tried to sneak in phase, but you wouldn't allow it. All right, so we're in the third heat. Secret versus EHOME. EHOME are coming off of 2 draws, which so what that means they have 2 points, and the Secret coming off of 1 draw. Technically, they're coming off a break, so they got to feel rested and ready, but they also have 1 point. Both these teams would love to be walking away from the series with a big 2-0, because right now sitting at the top of the bracket, or at least in their group, is Complexity, who are the only team so far that have a 2-0 series win. So what do you think here, Ben?
I think EHOME would also like to be walking into the series with 5 of their stable players. But
this is true. I received the news from Mr. Parker, and for those who didn't know, there are big EHOME fans out there. I believe this is the first EHOME game on the main stream. So they are missing a player. CTY, unfortunately, is currently at the hospital. I'm not sure exactly why. I hope everything is okay. But they are going to be running with a stand-in. I already forgot his name, but his fan.
Draft.
I hope I'm a fan of the fan. We should bring the draft up right now because we have loaded into the game. This
Are
gentleman.
you a fan of the man?
I'm not a fan of the man, but I could be a fan of the fan. We'll see. He's from Vici Potential, or some Tier 2 Chinese team apparently, and he has got big shoes to fill rather, in the form of CTY. Here's our draft. Secret versus EHOME, game number 1, and Secret go right for the Earth Spirit here, and Oracle. This is a 6.86 Secret team coming out. This is very different from them. We know Secret to be, very set in their ways. You're expecting a lot of the Puppy Chen, and they had a good rhythm going up through Frankfurt, but ever since then it's been a bit shaky, and people would question, as they would question most teams, how are they going to adapt and conform to this new meta? Well, it seems like they're prepared and ready.
Okay, Oracle, the Bat Rider, pretty hard counter, I would say. It's super difficult to get lassos off. Do very well versus the magic damage from Bat Rider. Unfortunately, it seems like teams still pick Bat Rider early, even though the Oracle's in a pool.
I don't understand that. I mean, even in the China qualifier, teams like CDEC were just going right for the Bat Rider right away, and they would even still play it in the off lane. So I'm anticipating this is going to be off lane Bat Rider for EHOME. That's how the Eastern teams seem to be playing it.
That's almost exclusively how EHOME
ran it. Except for if you're EG or Alliance, these guys are putting Bat Rider in the front seat in the mid lane. So, and look at this. They're going to take their own counter and grab the Vengeful Spirit next. But yeah, it is going to be a hard time. Oracle is very good. His Fortune's End obviously can get rid of and purge off any sort of sticky stacks. And then the False Promise is just an instant negation of the precious Bat Rider lasso. So
yeah, Abaddon in theory should be okay, but his range isn't as good as Oracle's. Oracle's range is so absurdly far that you can not be in Blink lasso range yet still purge off the lasso. So that's why he's especially good.
Oracle and Abaddon together is amazing. No, I'm serious.
I believe you. It just sounds ridiculous.
Insta pop the shield. You can flame your own ally with the shield on. It just insta pops it. All right. False Promise. Let's say the Abaddon just runs in. It's like, I'll just take all the damage. Well, right before it triggers all the damage, you pop the borrowed time, and it will take all that damage and heal him up right at the end.
It sounds
ridiculous.
Need some disables.
Yeah, it's pretty funky. Heaven forbid there's an AA that pops up on the other team, but just something that I've seen a couple of teams like DC experiment with. EHOME, third pick. OD. He's back. He's black. And he's beating a lot of ass, man. So it's a lot of mid-late domination here. Secret do have a couple of outs. Who do you think are your top contenders going against them? Typically teams like your Viper, Razor.
Invoker.
Invoker, of course, the mighty Invoker. The Wii Invoker, it's a thing. I've seen it a couple of times.
Why not, dude?
Why not?
Invoker is always why not. Why not Invoker? Why not?
I mean, they don't have... I feel like Wii has more of a Quas Exort kind of Invoker player.
You can play both.
I don't see a lot of Sunstrike potential here between
Earth
Spirit and Oracle.
Even the Fortune's End Sunstrike that we've seen a decent amount.
Really?
Fortune's End, yeah.
Huh.
We saw it a decent amount last game.
Nice. Well,
you have to have practice a lot with it though, but even then it's not that important. Ooh, Lone Druid. So Lone Druid's interesting. We didn't really see it touch. It just seems very hit or miss in some regions, but I generally think it's very, very strong versus OD because you can't steal it off the bear, and OD is notoriously weak against just heavy push too. Like he doesn't like getting up in there. Getting up in
What?
there, dude.
Sometimes you just got to get up in there, though.
Well, you have your cores that get up in your face, like Bat Rider,
yeah.
Lone Druid with the
You know,
bear, and
there
then
are heroes that hate that.
OD's like, I kind of always want to skirt around the edges and get as much intel as they can, and then just drop a huge Sadie's glove. That's what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
But
Sniper and Drow right there, like, yeah, I don't hate when they get in our face, too.
oh yeah,
Now, this is fun.
that's spicy.
But why would now? You figure Pugna's typically like, it's time to push, boys, let's go. Nothing about their draft right now really says it's time to push, let's go. So why did they get a Pugna?
Why not push and let's go? With Bat Rider, you force people to fight under the Pugna Ward. That's a big problem with Pugna Ward. People just run away, and then you're kind of like, well, we want to fight around this, but we can't really fight because we don't have a way to like get people in. But with Venge Swap, with Bat Rider Lasso, you force people to fight in the Pugna Ward, and then you're like, oh crap, we have a Pugna Ward. It owns Oracle. Like,
Can't
what's
you,
Oracle going to do?
Send a bear in there and just get rid of that one
No,
bear?
it's a creep. It doesn't. I don't think it does full damage to the. I could be wrong on this. I'm not.
It's
positive.
amount of attacks to take down the ward now. I believe that.
Yeah,
was
but
one of
it's
the
a differentiation between creeps and heroes.
Oh, really? It works like that, too?
It's like the Visage Birds. It takes like
That's
X,
true.
X amount of hero hits, and then it takes like 3x or 4x amount of creep hits. And I think the bear actually does count as a creep. I'm not positive on that, but I think it does.
Dota and its mechanics. I guess we may get that answer in this game, but I don't know. I guess the initial, from what I'm seeing from EHOME, is yes, you're right. It does force great fights under towers in heavy pushing situations, but I guess it doesn't feel like that. Their heroes are very good at wiping out the creeps and
EHOME
sieging
run it
forward.
differently too, though. They run it a lot just for the Nether Ward, which is.
I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it gets like Earth Spirit.
Against-
I know when I go into a ward, it's like, this is a nightmare.
The
You
Oracle,
cast so
the
much.
Oracle too. I feel like it's just going to get destroyed because you almost never build HP on Oracle because you don't need it. But this game you do, which is
Well, his stuff does cost pretty damn cheap, so the ward isn't going to do a crazy.
you cast so
damage.
often though.
He does cast a lot, but yeah, well, you cast 3 things and you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't cast anymore.
Yeah,
This
but
ward is
like,
hitting me.
what are you going to do? Cast Purifying Flames once in a team fight? That's useless.
You adjust your positioning away from the. With Aether, he might get an Aether lens and still be out of the range of the ward.
Dude, the
and make it
Pugna
work.
Zap is just like 2 screens away. Not 2 screens. 1.5
It's pretty
screens.
long, yes, but I think with the Aether lens, he might find a position. It's funky. I love it. Now this says let's push.
They want to get in there, dude.
Are they going to get up in there into secret?
They
though?
are going to get in there. They have a Spectre.
And they're going to do it now doggy style, apparently. So
They're getting in there.
they're going to get up in there here. So what does Secret have to do? They've already committed now with a hard late game carry and what feels like relatively a pretty greedy draft with this Spectre.
Invoker.
You're right. There's
Oh,
that.
actually, Invoker gets crushed by Pugna. Oh,
Is
man.
this-
What
we got to
do
remember
they
this is
do?
Secret. What about Meepo? If I throw out a casual Meepo, does that seem too crazy here?
It seems like they would still get destroyed.
That might be way too. A Meepo, Spectre, Lone Druid on
That's
the same
way too
team.
greedy.
Oof.
Shadow Fiend? Shadow Fiend's
How do we
yeah,
know that
Shadow Fiend's
Weehaw
is-
doesn't play the Lone Druid? Are we?
I mean,
for
he
certain? He's a
can.
micro guy.
But
He
what
might
does
be playing it.
what does Midgery play that salvages this?
Misery? I don't know. He plays like Magnus a lot, but that's not going to
That's
work
not going to
here.
salvage.
Um,
It's too farm intensive.
what does he play a lot? Bottom.
Clock's useless. Coddle?
10 seconds.
Coddle.
Misery Coddle.
Okay,
Earthshaker.
That's
Earthshaker. That's good. It can cut off the wolf, trying to make a getaway, locks him in place. He has all the necro books typically in
oh,
wolves.
whoa,
Ticking time bomb.
This is a mid-Earth Spirit?
No. Oh my god, it's a Weehaw Earth Spirit. This guy, he is a really good Earth Spirit, and he does play at mid lane. Before he was the Weehaw we used to know, Balkan Bears, like, obviously a very heavy driven Meepo player, but he played Earth Spirit just as much. In fact, he was top 2 at the time.
What's EOTK mean?
EOTK? I don't know. ROTK's brother? Eric OTK? I don't know.
Typo.
Yeah, it's a mistype. I am Envy OTK, brother of R.
10 seconds.
ROTK.
I mean, OTK is one-turn kill.
I can't believe it. Is he actually going to play at mid lane, or are they going to make some sort of crazy
Why wouldn't
swap
he?
around?
I mean-
they could put Misery mid lane
Yeah,
with the
that's
low
true.
druid, and then just have him. Because that's the thing is when I watched him, and I'm telling you guys, when I used to Fiend Earth Spirit, especially when everyone really frowned upon it, I would like watch the YouTube videos of the top players, see who's doing what, and he has
He's mid.
an amazing highlight reel of Earth Spirit plays out there. Are you sure he's mid? He's got a ward.
Look at his build. He's saving him for bottle.
No, he went early roll. I mean, that's just common, I guess. I feel like he's going to be going into a support position here. I really do. They're like
Support? What are you,
but KotLGuy used to play it, right? He was trying it out for Secret, but the thing is that Weehaw is a very high caliber Earthspear player. Like,
yeah, but who's gonna play mid?
I'm just saying, like, maybe they might put someone else to the mid lane.
Like what? Earthshaker?
I was saying like Lone Druid, but it does look like they are going to be throwing around there. So he's gonna rush a bottle.
It's a mid. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Okay. Well, he already lost his ward, so that sucks. Hey, you got the deny though. Nicely done there, Senor. All right, so is Puppy playing the Oracle or
Nope.
Puppy's playing the Earthshaker? So Misery's playing the Lone Druid. All right. This is very different from Secret right now. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this whole thing. EHOME, I suspect them to always be more rambunctious with their picks. We saw it even at Frankfurt. They were one of the first teams to start pulling in the Abaddon as a support, especially against the hefty, Slardar, Bane era we had.
Dude, I have a feeling they're just gonna get trucked by Pugna Lycan.
Really?
Like,
I mean, yeah, that ward could definitely creep on you.
Their anti-push is just awful. And I guess maybe a core Earth Spirit can salvage it, but I haven't seen a core Earth Spirit in like a mid Earth Spirit, sorry, in so long.
Back when the pull did a stun, that was like the old chapter, the Old Testament of Earth Spirit when he was God tier OP. But this is, in a core position. You saw me. I played offlane Earth Spirit. It was an absolute disaster, but I still like Earth Spirit in a core position.
I think he's okay in core. It's just mid. It's just like.
But yeah, he gets an OD for God's sakes. This is just a nightmare. Best of luck there, sir. But we'll see. Maybe he's just in it for the XP.
What does he do? Kick for CS?
He might just like get quick XP and then go to work starting at level 3 or something. Attack another lane and use your maybe 2 into Q, 1 into W combo.
So do you know anything about Fan?
I heard he's the man. But no, I really don't, except for what Parker told us before. Formerly, or he plays for a tier 2 Chinese team, I think VG Potential, and is now filling the shoes of CTY while he's out. But is he playing the same position? Is he playing mid lane?
No, he's playing safe.
He's playing safe.
CTY plays safe.
Okay. Oh yeah. Can't forget Mr. Old Polio. I just haven't seen much from EHOME for so long. You got EHOME, OG. A lot of these teams have been really VG even, out of the picture for like a month now. And hopefully this is going to be a good stepping stone towards the major as they find their groove in this new meta. What do we think about this bottom lane matchup here? The unorthodox Pugna Lycan dual safe lane. Is it enough to zone back and create some trouble for this Lone Druid? I can't help but feel
You can harass the bear a lot.
Yeah.
You have the right click from Pugna. Pugna is very fast, and you have some health damage. So, yeah, 330. Look at that move speed, dude. That's insane.
He's
move
like
speed.
second fastest in the game. It's pretty ridiculous.
Ooh. Is he gonna take crap?
He's got the time.
Oh,
it's a long range. Gotta damage it though. He got it. Oh, what?
Yeah, he resummoned.
Oh, it did go down. Oh, all the meanwhile, it does look like Old 11 is going to be picking up the first blood, and none other than KotLGuy will be going down first, unfortunately. Got to keep tradition alive, though, I suppose. But
oh yeah, I forgot about Old 11. He is so good on the initiation heroes and
Tusk.
very unwieldy on the non-initiation heroes.
That is a question I didn't really get the chance to like pose when you really look over the two teams going toe-to-toe is players like 11. Now that Tusk seems to not really be all the craze here, what does he really offer outside of that?
If you can play Tusk at a high level, I think you can play a lot of other heroes at a high level. I don't think he's like a one-and-done kind of thing.
Maybe it's more of a matter as how polished is he on the hero.
Yeah.
Fresh, not rusty, of course. Used to maybe the new recent changes of the Bat Rider, let's say. So
some of the other heroes I saw, like his Shaker, I think was really, really good too. And those kind of heroes are like not easy to.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to just be good at Shaker and suck at everything else. That's even more difficult than be good at that hero.
So we briefly looked at mid lane, and we're not surprised to see Weehaw 5-0 to OD 17-7. But look at this, making it go for Fan here, and he got trapped out by a fissure. Nicely placed here, and the Lycanthrope is going to be going down. Secret get themselves on the board.
It's a really good block.
Really good block from Mr. Puppy here. And another one going to be coming out. This one is just going to stun him a bit, but it looks like Vengeful Spirit's going to be able to creep in and offer some assistance. That's KotLGuy right there. Top lane, KotLGuy, be careful, my man. Lots of stacks building up right now. It looks like 11's going to be going to the skies. He's looking to run in. Fortune Zen's going to lock him in place here, and he decides to make a 180 and step back. But they are going to be walking through the fire. Pilot is going to be forced to stick up, and 11 will be able to make it away to safety.
Both safe lanes are not going well, though. Like, Lone Druid's getting a lot of farm, and the Bat Rider's getting a decent amount of space.
This lane's going fantastic for Old Chicken, though.
What do you expect?
I mean, this is just a ballsy move coming out, so I got to see where the payoff's
maybe he
gonna
gets a haste or something, though.
It's true.
No.
It's a bounty.
Sad boy.
It's a bounty. But he's almost level 6. I have a feeling that he has to get his level 6 and put his Magnetize to work right away to just kind of make up for, obviously, handing over the freebie lane to OD at this point.
So when is Pugna going to start getting his ward? He's, what, 2-1-0?
Right now, I'd imagine. I don't see many Pugnas go above one level up to Crep.
But then it's really slow as a support Pugna, though. You want to max that thing very quickly, if possible.
Yeah, I guess just one blast, though, doesn't really give you a lot for the...
Yeah, it doesn't.
It just is so, it's like a big pillow.
I wonder if he's going to get like 2-1-2 or something like that, though. Or skip his ultimate.
I'm for sure. That's true. Yeah, ultimate level 6 really doesn't offer too much. I think his ultimate overall doesn't offer a lot. I would not be surprised if it got some loving in the future. Compared to something like Soul Siphon, Pugna just doesn't stand up. But very passive stuff so far. Old Chicken just content with the lane advantage he's got, and yeah, Weehaw is going to casually harass / snipe some CS with the benefit of his Boulder Smash. And he does always have that kind of, escape mechanism with the Boulder to kind of make it away from trouble. So, I mean, I guess it's a nice thing. He's free to kind of get the easy XP, but still is struggling a bit in the farm department as it is right now.
So it's a fighting build from EE with the phase and the urn. That's
Together.
you know that's the kind of game it's going to be, though.
Yeah, Magnetize and then Haunt going to be coming, I'm sure. Fan, in trouble once more. Going to be going down again this time. Going to be picked up from Misery here. There's the ward. Already an early commitment. It does hand over a good chunk of change, though, if he wanted to take it. Does the bear hit it? Oh, come on, camera. Oh, well, now we'll never know.
It got denied, so I think it
Uh-oh. That kick. Oh, nice sidestep coming up from Lanham. Woo! He is going to eat the Magnetize. There it is. That's way too much damage already. Pugna is a frail little boy, and he will be going down. And it looks like it's going to be a second kill. That's more than enough Magnetize damage to also take down KotLGuy. That's what I'm saying. He gets his first one. And look at this. He's going to walk into it as well. I doubt he has any more Stone Remnant, so one more. Not worth it if you need to get away. Yeah. And looking over their team, they don't have any natural way to dispel it. A lot of heroes now,
OD Astral.
OD Astral is fine.
Soul Siphon.
Do you think it's as much of a problem that you need to get a BKB / Yules / something?
That's not what their strategy is based around. Their strategy is based around taking towers. So they just need to mech it up.
Going for that means you're giving up, essentially.
No,
gotta move forward with the game plan.
You go mech. You go mech, you will rely on Pugna Ward to deal with Earth Spirit. They kind of have to end the game pretty early. At least take down towers very early, because that is what their strategy revolves around. So I don't think it's going that well for them, though, because the Lone Druid has gotten a lot in the off lane. He's not super high on CS, but the amount of work that he's done on killing the Lycan twice, pressuring the supports, kind of contesting that big camp, like it's not all good in the world of EHOME safe lane.
I mean, it seems like KotLGuy has been stuck in this bottom lane. We're not seeing a lot of movement. I mean,
he was sitting mid, but there was a Reserve Ward just, kind of saying hi to him. So
yeah, and now that I recollect, he might have actually made a gank attempt for Weehaw, but Weehaw was able to make it out. All right.
Uh-oh.
Puppy just says, what's up? Oh, thought about maybe rolling forward. By now, Magnetize should be back up, and he probably has like 3 or 4 stones. 4 stones ready to go. I mean, that's plenty to be able to get a one-on-one takedown pretty much.
Wow, that stun lasts a long time.
Yeah, he decided to max it. I mean, I guess because it's a core position, you don't really need to worry about getting into the silence too early. When you want max damage, you max Q. Plus the silence costs a lot of mana, and he only has a bottle.
Once they get like Tread's Veil, though, or I don't actually know who's gonna rush, but I assume someone's gonna get a Veil at some point. That's actually pretty devastating to deal with as EHOME. Or you can just like get a Receptor and just...
Yeah, I really don't know. In a core position, like, I think even Aether Lens is pretty nice, but on a core, I don't know. Veil might also be good. That's a real snowball-y kind of item that would work.
I was like, man, that cooldown is sick, but he had Arcane Root on.
And it looks like with the retreat there of Little Anima, this is going to lead to a easy tier 1 takedown of the bottom lane. for Secret. It's only 2 to 4, but now we're going to see some movement towards these tier 1s. The Lycan kind of coming together. This rids of that casual waypoint for Secret. If maybe a Roche wanted to be done in the future for EHOME. And they're also making a move towards the top lane. A hopeful attempt to maybe go for EE. Sama, can they get it done? They got the Decrep. He pops out the haunt, but the lasso's going to be there, holding him right next to the ward. Will turn into his gravestone. They get a successful pick onto the Spectre.
As well as taking using the haunt cooldown. That's good.
Yep.
And that should be a Bat Rider's blink.
Let's see. Yes, it is. This plus a tier 1.
9 minutes is incredibly good timing.
Oh, yes. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, the Bat Rider was in a pretty much a 1v2 setup. Puppy was moving around a lot. Oracle alone is just not going to
What's
be doing
Oracle's
anything.
level? If he doesn't have level 6, his back.
Oh, hello. How you doing right there? Bada bing, bada boom. There's a magnetize, and he beautifully gets the both stun, gets the magnetize on the 2. 11 though. Nice quick TP is going to make him out and save him. That's a good heads-up play right there. But
yeah, he's looking scary on this Earth Spirit though, for sure.
This is the big peak of Earth Spirit's game. I would say of the whole game. Like if
he's
you're a
going
core
mid.
position, yeah, this is the window. You got to make the most of it right now, and then hopefully he gets a lot out of it, and then you just kind of go, okay, Envy, your turn, and you take over the late game. And plus you have the insurance policy of casual misery, lone druid. I mean, this is a solid game plan
Yeah,
here.
except he's about to get lassoed and burn.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh.
EHOME really need to drive it up right now, though.
Maybe not. Hello. Haste rune. Wait, what's Oracle's level? Is he like 4 or something?
Oracle is 4.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, they're like.
So Bat has like free reign for like the next 3 minutes while no frost.
Yeah,
bombs is
that's.
up.
Oh man.
Oh,
That is
hello.
interesting.
Oh.
Oh, they get a kidnapping here. A pullback on a misery right into a beautiful Pugna Blast and the drain. That is a lot of bursty damage. Plus with the ward pre-placed. Good solo pick right here from EHOME. Make them 2 back-to-back mid lane. Meanwhile, a roll on 4. They're gonna get the stun and the pull combo coming out. Nicely done from Wee. And it's going to be a trade from both sides. It's a lone druid takedown, though, for the support Venge. And it's going to lead to a tier 1 takedown in this bottom lane for EHOME. Or E-Casa, I like to call them.
Ikatsu?
E-Casa. Sukasa. This Pugna is just saving up a lot of money right now. What is he? Does he have 1,800 gold and his boots and a wand? What is this Pugna saving for?
I assume he's a mech.
I guess straight to the mech without getting anything along the way here. Haunt going to be committed as they make their move for the OD. Long kick is going to connect. That guy is a FIFA player for sure. Pullback silence, roll forward, and it's a strike.
Pugna was not interested at all in saving him. Like, I'm going to die too.
Well, you can't really decrep him. It'll only do worse.
He can heal him.
Yeah, but it's like at this early with only boots and a wand, he's like, I barely have any life. I'm not going to give you any.
What's he going to get though? Oh,
I
he's
don't
dead.
know. Well, he's going to get killed. Kick forward stun. Okay. Drain it up, baby. Yeah, that drain's going to stop with a quick silence.
Oh,
Weehaw
he only has
suddenly
1,000
mega kill.
gold.
And if Secret continue this here and EHOME are unable to break this momentum, I think this is going to get a lot of other teams kind of wary of this Earth Spirit on Secret, especially if it ever shows up again in a core position. But we'll see. We got to see what the bounce back factor is going to be for EHOME. Lanham, what the hell is he saving up for? The mech is nice, but it doesn't really add HP, so he does have to be very cautious of his positioning.
Oh, no.
Looks like they get a pullback for Misery here, caught off in the jungle. Couldn't get him on the high ground, though. But they get the bounce back, almost get him up there, but plenty of burn power coming out, and 11 on a killing spree, but rolling on into power right now is going to be Weehaw. Drops down a big magnetize here, and, well, as they try to step back it away, they are going to get Weehaw down, and the follow-up here for Pylai Die. And look at EHOME just run a train on through Secret now. They take down 3. They're looking for the 4th here as they nip him at the heels here with the power of the Wolves. They are going to be able to bring down EE, make it 5 all day. Well, I thought Secret were doing pretty well, and suddenly EHOME just wiped them.
That's what we call getting in there.
They got up in there, and Secret realized, what the hell happened, and was I drugged? And suddenly EHOME are now going to be pressing for a tier 2. Their Roche potential is at their convenience when they can get one up and at the ready, but
Misery's not respecting the Bat Rider. What he needs to do when he gets lassoed is immediately return the bear and then use the roar. I think that's his best bet. But if he does that, actually Bat Rider just runs closer to his base, so maybe it's not even that great. I guess he has to return his bear and then, like, as soon as the lasso ends, cast it. But it's rough.
Pi needs to be in position and level 6. It's got to be level 6. Yeah, for sure.
They need Oracle to be 6. That's actually
That's the big one.
Hello.
Okay, hey, Bear wants to scout out what's happening, but they just throw him right into an Astral, and they are going to be able to grab it. Ooh, tempting hot play here, but there's going to be no commitment inside the pit.
Yeah, don't fight with that Pugna Ward Rain on the high ground. If they fight in the pit, they'll get
I
massacred.
love that change. Pugna able to kind of select the positioning of the ward now. It just makes it so nice.
Yeah.
Get it up to the high ground and
EHOME's getting drawn away from the ward, though. This is
Yeah.
not that great for them. They need
don't
to pull
want
back a
to
tiny
go up
bit.
in an awkward position. But they have vision up there.
I mean, they got what they came for. They got the Roche.
Mhm.
It's good enough. Well, spat, whatever. He has Force. So now comes a trying time where you want to seek farm out on your Lone Druid and your Spectre when they're still very weak, and EHOME are just on a roll.
Yeah. How's the Veil coming along for Wii? They might need Wii to kind of continue to be a big problem here.
Wait,
oh, that's double robe? Orchid? Never heard
No,
of that
no,
before.
that's a fail. It's definitely a fail.
That's a Veil?
It's a new upgrade for Veil.
Oh, you're right. Goes to show I have not been building Veil lately.
Neither has anyone else.
Except for this guy here, but we also haven't been seeing a lot of mid Earth Spirit, and I don't fault the item choice this game. It's just now it's like, okay, well.
It's just weak
Gotta
because
go.
Lone Druid is Radiant. He had a great start,
Mhm.
died twice with his Midas. Not good. Spectre died twice also. So they're still in an okay spot. They're gonna lose a lot of towers off the back of the Aegis, but they just need like 6 minutes of farm, and then you'll get Radiance,
Yeah.
and then one more item on Spectre, Veil.
Level 11 on Earth Spirit would be great, too. He's only 9, about 10.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe Blink on Shaker. Like those are what items you need. But EHOME are like,
Oh.
we are not giving them any time.
Blink on
At all.
Shaker. That might be a bit, I don't know, third and from second to.
The
Ether Lens yeah.
Pugna.
It's wonderful. I mean.
Oh, let me.
He's getting a
false
lot of
promise
zaps.
is used.
Yeah, but it was defensively on himself. That means that no one's going to be saving Little Weehaw here as he does get lassoed up from 11. Easily burnt up and taken down.
This is how you deal with the Oracle, though, as a Bat Rider. You pressure him and make sure he uses false promise early. And then once that, you're like, oh, I'm free to lasso whomever I want.
What a bully. And Puppy is going to be forced to echo, but it's not going to be much to deter Fan, not until he
Ooh,
makes it
free
into the high
Necro
ground
Gold.
here.
Yummy.
All right. EHOME not afraid to flaunt their advantage right now in front of Secret.
Does Earth Spirit have his completed Veil? Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, getting that level 2 magnetize will just make it a bit sweeter, though. It might be enough to do work. If he can get in, drop the magnetize, and maybe get himself away, drop down some extra stones. Pugna's pretty weak. BS is pretty weak. Won't
This
be able to get
is
some done, but
awkward.
Secret have been a bit
Do Secret
discombobulated.
really want to fight this? I don't think they do. They still have the Aegis.
Well, they just did a haunt here. Long kick forward is going to catch Kaka. The pullback silence is only going to be on her. The roll is going to be a swing and the miss, however. Meanwhile, Old Chicken going man mode here on the backside. They are going to get the magnetize off. It's going to be on the Fan. Old Chicken is going to pursue here for Pi. Pi's going to be going down. Easy kill for him. On the other side, the magnetize keeps moving forward, and they've only been able to take down Kaka. Secret going to be losing 3, and there's a big kick on forward. It is going to land EE a double kill for himself. Turns it into a 3 for 2. This magnetize continues to move in. He's got only one more stone. Can he get the last one off before he dies? No, it's too late to refresh the magnetize. Only going to be able to get the boulder smash, and Old Chicken is going to live. 4 go down from Secret. EHOME will lose 2, and they still are going to be in a very highly touted position. Now the BKB picked up from OD is just going to make them so much better in these upcoming fights.
I'm actually surprised they wanted to fight that, though. Like, they didn't have the tower. They did not have Lycan ulti, but they still have the Aegis. Like, trying to fight into that is just... They just need the 5 minutes, man.
I don't know. Were they figuring a lot was on cooldown at that point? Was Shapeshift already used?
Shapeshift was used.
And, like,
That's
maybe Lasso from the other
no,
fight, grab it, killing
Lasso-
Weehaw? It was already back up?
Yeah, Lasso was back up.
All right. I don't know. Maybe they're just like, stuff's on cooldown, let's go. Because, yeah, you're taking yourself out of the base and into a tower that's not even there anymore. Definitely feels a bit awkward here from Secret.
The Pugna ward was in a really good spot, like hidden deep in the trees. They had already sentryed the high ground, so they knew that Secret didn't have vision. Like, all these things were just working against them in that particular
I mean,
fight.
you're right, though. Like, who is going to go and get that ward? If he drops it into some trees, like, their only hope is Pile I Die. And, yeah, Oracle has great attack speed and range, but it's not going to be getting there to get it. And look at
Dang,
this.
that was
Get the hell out of that
fast.
base. See you later. He's able to
you
get
want
the
a false
magnetize off,
promise?
but it's barely going to be enough. Pi going to be forced to false promise himself, still eating hefty right clicks. He might actually just die at the back end of that false promise. Meanwhile, the Bear going to get right clicked up. Yep, he did end up going down. Bear also going to be dropping.
Oh, his
And
age has just
300.
expired.
And oh.
Wow.
At the exact moment. No second life going to be awarded here to the OD.
Wow.
Could have almost maybe even got the game to the back end if they were going to be able to hold on and move into the high ground here, but they're still considering it. They have the Pugna Blast. This guy is a siege machine right now.
I like how quick 11 is on the... Oh, it's a bad block.
Blocks in. The ward's down. Fan trying to hold on. They're going to decrep him up, which will enhance the damage coming out, and they will be able to burst him down. But now this ward continues to go to work. They continue to roll on forward here. They managed to grab 11, and they continue to pursue. It looks like Lamb's going to be able to make it away from trouble, but they are able to catch out Kaka, and it leads to 4 going down from EHOME if you do count the start of OD. Maybe the best choice for EHOME was to kind of accept the fact that OD's gone and not coming back, and
Yeah, I think
turn
they
around
were
and
more
leave.
stunned that that happened than anything else. Like, he didn't actually have to pop his BKB there. If he just waited, he would have just died. I don't think they were that vigilant about the Rosh timer, though, and kind of that's your natural reaction when you're in that sort of situation, to pop your BKB, but it ended up being for the worst.
So this is another opportunity for Secret to make the most,
That's the break they needed.
yeah, of this opportunity while EHOME are kind of scatterbrained from what actually just happened and recollect themselves. Secret can quickly get across the map, find up their farm, and we got to see what's going to be next for him. I'm sure by now he's passes 11. He just picked up his blade mail now.
How did
A blade
he farm
mail.
that so quickly? Huh, I guess that
He might have got a couple of magnetized kills even though he died.
maybe he got the kill on OD. Maybe
It did linger on for quite a while.
I don't know, but that's a lot of gold.
He did get the kill from OD.
He just got the freaking like fail not that long ago.
Or
Oh well, they have double BKBs. EHOME need to make sure they secure the next rush though. That is definitely like what they should be eyeing.
And Necro 3 now complete for the mighty Lycan.
Oh, screw
here.
this! They want to end the game now.
Here they come.
They got the BKB up.
I mean, what do they have to worry about here? Haunts on
Oh,
cooldown.
they have to worry about Radiance on Bears. What they have to worry about.
Echo slams on cooldown. He has a blink, but he has no mighty Echo.
Is it the T3's down though? That's so appetizing for EHOME, but I
mean-
don't think they know that they have the blink.
It's just a blink block, if anything. And there's the casual fissure.
Oh yeah, it seems like they're going to group up for an Echo. This is not good. They
He's
have
on cooldown. It's still got, what, 20 seconds? But I think they're just like, not going to go for it now and go back.
Yeah, I suppose so, but that would wreck their BKBs.
It seems like they're timing the Echo on the side of EHOME here. Or at least they have a general idea of when it's up.
I think they just have a general idea that things are about to be bad, and they know the Radiance is up, so they got to take it a little bit safe. Oh, that's a fortunate respawn.
Unfortunate for Secret.
Unfortunate for Secret.
Wonderful for EHOME. And, oh, the BKB for Batrider also going to be a huge thing. It still will not, stop someone he grabs from being false promised, but we really haven't seen that all game yet, so maybe he's not too worried. He's been, like you said, doing a nice job making sure Pylai dies, forced to use it on himself, if
No,
anything
he was
else.
just insanely quick on the blink, lasso, turn around, force stab. Like, that happened so quickly. Like, 11 has been executing really well on the Batrider. You just have to be, like, instantaneous on when and how you initiate.
Maybe he's like a master shift queuer or something like that.
That's really difficult to shift queue. I don't even think you
Some of
can.
these kind of guys, they got that kind of technology. We'll see. But you're
So
right.
now he has BKB. How does he... They need to get the jump, though. If they don't get the jump and Earthshaker gets the jump, they immediately haunt, and then the Batrider blink is gone. So they have to actually get the jump on the Secret.
Unless a big mistake happens, and let's say a certain puppy accidentally enchant totems, gets hit by another ward, can't blink anymore, and it's over.
He has a lot of HP on the Earth Spirit. 1,500 HP is
He comes with some of the
Very
highest
good
strength
amount.
gains in the game, so he
No.
gets naturally buff.
so balanced hero.
He's balanced hero.
Why is he a strength hero, though? I guess maybe
What,
to
what
balance
else would
out-
he? You need one strength, one intel, one edge. Three
Yeah.
spirits, you know?
But he's like an intel hero in the way that he...
He's dumb as a rock. I think Storm's more of an... he's also kind of dumb as a rock. Okay, smoke play. Coming up from Secret here. Maybe they know. Roche could be up now, and it is.
They should not do it, though, without vision.
Oh, they're going to spy each other. They're going to go for a hunt. Anticipating they're in the pit, but they haven't even officially moved in. But 11 commits his BKB, rolls up. Secret see this, and they want to turn away. And 11 doesn't know who to commit onto, but he has to commit onto something because he's already eating a lot of damage. He's down to half-life. Got to get the pull back. Actually ends up grabbing the bear here. It's a very awkward start for EHOME, and they might end up dragging themselves into an awkward position. But Secret, yeah, it looks like they're just going to retreat.
The bear for 2 BKBs on a haunt. Yeah, the bear and a haunt for 2 BKBs. It's not that bad. I guess they had to commit lasso though. Ugh, yuck. It was a good blink out from Puppy.
And now, obviously, it's a bit too awkward for EHOME to kind of get back into the pit and get to work here. But, oh, Secret, quick on the prowl. Looking for him. Kick is going to be a miss. Fissure will connect, but he's already able to blink away. Not quick enough on the draw, unfortunately. Oh, look at this. Swap back. Echo only going to catch Lanham here and some Necro books. Magnetize going to be committed out, and the little pug not going to be going down fast, but Puppy is going to be the response. OD also going down pretty damn fast. Spectre able to shred him apart. They're going to be able to catch Weehaw here. He's going to be stalked apart from 11. As Envy, Misery, and Pile-Eye look to swarm in. They are going to be able to bring down 11. It's Secret's time to make a comeback here. Fan. Not liking this one. Got to get back into base.
Oh, I can't believe the game changed so much after that one, the Aegis timing. That's a tough break for EHOME and Secret. Very happy with how things have progressed. They've gotten the items that they need, especially the Blink Dagger and the Radiance. They're going to get this Roche for free, even with the buyback. Oh, wait, the T1's still up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's not free.
And Secret quickly go back here.
That's completely worth it that he buys back. They need this Roche to end the game.
Yeah, and well, I believe you now. The buyback's committed. This is hugely important for EHOME. They cannot afford to let this game go
wonder
on.
if they can push into Secret though now that there's no Echo, because he wasted it as soon as he got swapped.
That's true.
And what's the bear cooldown too? Bears 12. Okay, well, they'll have 2.
And Haunt is also on cooldown, right?
I think EHOME have to go for it though. They're that sort of team though that like if there's a decent chance that they will end the game like 60-40, they'll just. I'm pretty sure that they're just gonna do it because their lineup doesn't go that well late. Yeah, sure they have BKBs, but like you're fighting to a spec.
Maybe Secret try to read the situation, know where maybe EHOME are going to be stepping out from the Roche, and they're looking to position themselves to catch him maybe awkwardly.
It looks like it, but they have
they're
BKBs,
baiting him
man.
over.
Oh,
I don't think it's going to be here for Secret.
This is. Ooh.
Envy. They saw him, and they think the whole team might be behind him here, and they're like, why are they there? I don't want to go over there. This is awkward. Everyone's saying it's awkward. Everyone's like, let's get the hell back.
So what are they waiting for? BKB on Lycan. That's 1,000 gold away.
Yep.
Still have a tiny bit of timing with the Aegis expiry. What's that? What?
SMY on an OD.
Who? What? Who?
I
What?
thought CTY wasn't in this game. Old chicken. Innovator.
What?
Tell me the benefits of SMY on OD and why it's the pick. Maybe he's eventually going to take it apart.
Atos? Huh. I mean, it gives you attack speed. And
I mean,
boost
all the
speed.
intel SMY adds, you know? Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Maybe he thought it was like a custom game where you get that third sword where it's an intel sword. I'm not too sure. It's different. I'd love to see the stat on how many times we've seen an SMY on an OD in a competitive game. That would be wonderful.
Almost always the pickup is Atos versus Lone Druid, because you kind of see that matchup a fair amount nowadays, and the bear just kind of gets destroyed by the Atos. Firstly, like the Radiance burn is not that effective, and then like the bear is just kind of caught out in the middle of nowhere, and that's for good reason too. And SMY is even more expensive than that. Oh, peace on him.
He's dead for sure. A Haunt also. Maybe he's hoping that they can get any other stragglers. They spotted out 11, who had been creeping that mid lane for a while.
It's actually not that bad because they wanted to buy time for the BKB anyways.
Yeah.
And then now they can push without Haunt. That's a tiny window, like 30 seconds maybe. And I think that's actually too rush for them. So.
So maybe that together. Is that a big enough window? The back end of the Aegis,
I
Pugna
think
coming
so.
back and moving in with
When are they going to get a better chance, though?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's now or never.
They're going for it.
Here we go, EHOME. This is it. It's a small window.
Yep.
This game maybe should have come a lot easier, but unfortunately, with how things have panned out, Secret now are in a position where if they withstand this push, they can come back and.
That's something that you really want as a Bat Rider.
Thank you very much, Mr. Frog.
Okay, so who do they drag? Lone Druid has so much gold. It doesn't even matter if he dies. Okay, who doesn't have buyback?
I would say, I don't know. If he goes in, he's going to get the false promise. Oh, he went right for Pile I Die, so he can't false promise anything. So I guess Oracle's dead. But he can't buy back. But that means the lasso's down. I don't know if this is going to go good for EHOME, but we'll see. Commitment coming in. Big Sanity's Eclipse. Another buyback, this time for Misery. Weehaw getting choked up in a lot of the damage. And he's going to be false promised up. Saved for now. They're trying to heal him and keep him alive. An attempt at the racks here, but the Glyph's going to be coming out in EHOME. I don't think this is going to be enough to justify their position here. And as the shapeshift and everything goes on expiration, they have to quickly turn tail and run.
How long left on Aegis? Are they going to make another push until then?
I don't know.
2 minutes. I think that's enough time. They'll have lasso up again very soon. And they got the buyback. That roar kind of owned him. He was moving super fast. I guess he was already hasted. Gotta wait for BKB cooldowns at least. Bare minimum.
This window is going to feel even smaller than the other one then. The back end of the Aegis with the BKBs up. Haunt will be ready this time.
No Glyph though, and Ranger X is at like 300 HP, so I think that's okay for them.
But no buybacks now on either Misery or Pi.
I mean, it's risky for sure, but their lineup was risky to begin with, picking a Pugna and a Lycan.
What level is Pi, if you don't mind me? I mean, I guess 90 seconds would be the low if he was level. Yeah, he has a level 1, so it will still be back. So do you have to lasso? Oh, God, they're going to make the go. This time for Old Chicken. A good lead and a silence is going to be able to bring down the Aegis here. 11 on retreat, eating a lot of damage from Envy. And now they make their commitment in. Old Chicken now looking to make a go onto Wii, the Blade Mail. Not going to be returning anything as the BKB was
that's bad.
dropped. But this is bad. Now they won't have all this for their small window of a push. And maybe a good heads-up play from Secret to deny them all this potential. But now look at this. They're going to make it go for Old Chicken. Swap back, but towards an Echo. This Magnetize is going to be more than enough to rip right through him. A beautiful setup from Secret. Fan now commits his BKB, chomping at the backside here of Weehaw. Changes course, look to go for Pile I Die. He's going to be false promised up now, and he's looking to retreat back and away from trouble, it seems. And, well, it looks like this is a win for Secret. They force EHOME back and away from their base. They're going to have another period to farm up, and at this point, EHOME might not have enough ammunition to have another go to the high ground.
Again, another natural reaction is to pop your BKB immediately as soon as your Aegis pops, but they actually wanted to force that out, and then they backed off, and then they fought when his BKB was down. So very smart play from Secret, and kind of playing the OD very well. This is scary. I think Secret's lineup has stalled long enough to the point where they've gotten past that hump where their lineup was quote unquote too greedy, and now it's like, oh, hey, it paid off.
Yeah. And Envy with near 3K gold, I saw. Straight to heart? Tank up? A bit? Is it necessary? I mean, obviously it works
He could also, I'm not sure
nice
what
with
he
his
gets.
own abilities, but...
He could also get Blade Mail and just crush them. I don't know. Because normally you'd get Radiance at this point, because you're very confident in your late game, but you don't need Radiance, because Bear already has one. So you could Scotty actually I think is probably the best.
I'm assuming Weehaw's going for Agnums too. Okay, kick, pull, roll, haunt, commitment, Lanham's dead. All right, easy setup there. Lanham, I'm sure he knew he was putting himself into danger by being in that bottom lane, but he was doing his damnness to kind of make a safety distance from the rest of his team so they can farm up and just keep this bottom lane moved forward and away from the EHOME base side.
They're using the haunt very well though. Like this is another counter to Batrider is having like a Zeus or a Spectre that just constantly keeps his blink from coming online. And then
Also, Bear running around with Radiance doesn't help either.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that makes Old 11's life difficult. So, yep, Secret. Now you're happy if you're in Secret's position. And you are scaling well, and you have a gem on the Bear. Is that a gem? Okay, yeah, he has a gem.
Oh, Puppy's moving in here. They're looking to get Old Chicken. Chicken now forced away, purged up. No mana right now for Envy. He's going to turn back and away. The Bear making its move in now.
That's helpful. Don't have to pop anything then.
And OD was able to preserve his BKB. EHOME are still trying their best to move past this river and take it to Secret while they are in their prime. But
Secret actually just need to save for buybacks, because as long as they survive like the lasso, the BKBs, and the Sandy's Eclipse, or if they just die and then buy back, they'll be fine.
Oh, he went for BKB on the Spirit. All right.
It's all a game of
ward.
survival.
Yeah, getting off the most of your magnetize, staying alive, not having to worry about any sort of astral stopping you, magic missiles.
SMY. Oh. Ugh.
I mean, I don't want to be like, that was why they lost the game. I don't feel like it was.
No,
I feel like it was
isn't.
obviously the, misplay earlier and Secret being able to kind of get all that extra time. But
It's just.
it's very different and awkward.
Ugh.
Yeah. We'll never know. But we'll see if this SNY.
I mean, SNY is a good item, not that good.
I mean, on some heroes, yeah, it's a wonderful item.
If you really want attack speed, you would just go Moonshard.
Yes.
Because Moonshard is like 6 times more attack speed than SNY. Not 6 times, but like 4 times. And it's cheaper.
Well, maybe this rare opportunity, we'll see if the SNY will end up in the win column or not, but it's just all the time for Secret, and they're just happy to kind of soak up the clock. There's the Reaver, so seems like the hard is in order. So as if the Spectre was hard enough to take down.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where Secret's like just too farm to stop. Like you just run in with Spectre, and then if you lose a fight, like if you lose a high ground defense, you just buy back Haunt and just crush all of them. EHOME don't have the sustain to deal with that. Maybe with Pugna's Scepter, but he's having a really hard time surviving in the team.
I feel like offensively, even with Scepter, like the drain is just not.
There's
very
too many
exciting.
stuns.
It's better. Like I imagine he's like, I just want to have it off cooldown so I can keep giving my team life or something.
But if he does, he'll get really low from Spectre.
Oh yeah,
the
of
Haunt,
course.
so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Doesn't it insta kill illusions? So I mean that's nice. He can just boop 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 pop all the Haunt illusions real quick. Maybe that's the game plan. Land him. What a smart guy. He's like, I'm just gonna rid all the illusions
I will cast
one
it
by one.
7 times. 1 for each Haunt, 2 for the
He's
Mantis.
Aether Lens. He'll hit all of them. Oh, land him. This is it. This
He
is
doesn't
how
have
they're
enough
gonna win.
mana to do all. He actually does.
He does, dude.
7 times.
That would be hilarious. We'll see. Now they're moving out. They know new Roche is in order. Scouting out with the Wolves. Uh-oh, 11 to the skies here.
Not on.
He gets a catch on the Spectre, but just as fast. And I'm sure Nathan Lenz is on that Oracle. They're going to be able to take the false promise here. Quick commitment of the Haunt. Our Secret looking to take a fight because already both BKBs are committed. They might step back and just wait
They're
for them
about
to
to get
expire.
echoed.
But look at this big life drain happening here on Weehaw. Weehaw could be going down, but oh my goodness, look at the magical powers just being immersed right here from Secret. Just absolute. Look at this. Lycan is going to be forced out. Old 11 stuck under. He's going to be able to TP away. Land him, though, still very fragile. Going to be going down. Fan makes it away. And once the BKBs expire, it's just an onslaught of power coming out from Secret.
They had to commit a lot to kill the bear. That's the second time that that's happened. That the bear is like in a bad position, but it's not really a bad position because after EHOME blow their cooldowns on the bear, they lose the fight.
So it's going to be Secret now in the pit. It's their Roche to take, and at that point, I don't know. Very little outs for EHOME. It would take a Secret slip up. And 11 en route to try to mess with them a bit. But you got Bodyguard Weehaw here, who's not looking to make it away. And look at this. They might actually take down 11 here. Fortune's End, Purifying Flames. He gets the BKB. Who is he pulling him back to here? It looks like right to the Venge. But quickly, a false promise is going to be coming out from Piladai, and he will save his comrade.
He hasn't even had like a false promise onto a lasso until like pretty late into the game, and it's still just.
Yeah. Well, he got the Aether Lens, I think, now, and it's a lot easier for him to stay far away from trouble. But that is now a Roche for Secret. It looks like OD got his Shivas.
The game is slipping away from EHOME.
You could just kind of sense the percent to win chance just continuing to just trickle down here for EHOME.
You sense the despair.
Yes.
The desperation.
KotLGuy need to take a moment right now and just be like, whew, this game, it slipped away a bit. We wanted to get up in there, and we did, but then quickly realized that we did not have proper protection, had to get back out.
They didn't even get the range racks.
Yeah.
Pulled out too early. Tough game. That's a lot of little small things. Like Lycan getting caught twice on bottom by the fissures, I think is it propelled him to get the Radiance at that exact time that fight happened, and like, forced him to back off a little bit. What else? Obviously, the Aegis expiring at the exact moment that he died. Him popping his BKB twice.
S and Y.
S and Y. S and Y is like actually less of a big deal than the other two.
Yeah. But 11 did his thing. The Batrider found crazy good setups up to that point where it was kind of, they felt like maybe the Echo Slam was a threat, and they pulled off. We haven't seen them being able to be in the high ground and a problem for Secret since then. So it just feels like at this point Secret or EHOME are trying their best to throw their bodies across the river and towards the base, but Secret are always there to cut them off along the way and not even have to commit for a full 5v5, but just enough to like rustle their feathers and get their BKBs popped and some spells committed, and they're like, okay, and then step off.
They're very good about
Yeah.
that, though, because of the Spectre Ultimate. Like, the Spectre Ultimate is just so strong. Like,
Yeah.
he can just go in onto Batrider, defusal him, and then he has to, like, pop his 4-stat, probably pop his BKB, and then, that's a large part of their fight is the jump with the Batrider. And then once that's eliminated and the BKB on him is down, then they can just go in.
Still paused up, no idea what's happening. We are on LAN, right? So hopefully maybe someone in the mall spilled something on him. I heard this was in a mall. Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's China,
that's
dude.
old school.
China, weird stuff happens there.
Like, go over to your local Orange Julius and watch some Dota. I don't think they have that over there, right? Well, as we continue to wait, Secret looking good. The ramifications of this game, both these teams have not been able to take a series 2-0. They've drawn their series all here. EHOME currently drawing with both Complexity and LGD, while Secret have drawn up against LGD only. And coming off their break, doing something a bit funky here with this mid lane Earth Spirit, which he definitely did his part. Got that first prime in, got his magnetized, got that big kill bottom, got a Veil in good time, went to work, and was able to hand it off here for both Misery and Envy to take over. His potential now is not much. Just kind of get in there, get magnetizes off. Maybe you can cancel some BKBs and really frazzle EHOME a bit.
Yeah, it's all about popping the
Yeah.
BKBs.
Frazzle. Here comes EHOME now, and in another, we got to make something happen here. And they will do what they can. Ridding of some wards along the way here. 11. Scathing about on his Batrider. And we got to see here. Captain Lanham. What is the next move here for EHOME to...
There's so many things that EHOME have to bust through. They have to bust through the Aegis on Spectre, a buyback on each of the cores, like the cheese on the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
There's so many things that they...
Whomever they grab and gets false promised.
Yeah, there's like way too many things that are going uphill for them. And Secret just have to play tight. Like, they just stick close by together, use Haunt very early on in fights for vision, and make sure they have a gem and de-ward. And it's not that difficult for them, because they play very well in the first 20 minutes of the game. Or in the high ground defense. High ground.
Such a mistress. Well, the secret now is they, for the first time in a while, maybe getting in a position where they themselves will consider dabbling and putting their feet across the river a bit. Don't need to worry so much about
if they commit to kill
the time.
Spectre, they will lose the fight heavily on EHOME. So they're like, okay, we'll just put him up in front. Like, you lasso him, you will straight up lose the fight. If you kill him and pop BKBs, you will also lose the fight.
What's the game changer on here for Batrider? We saw him farming in the jungle. Look at the gold he's got right now. He's playing into something. Was it Refresher maybe? Double lasso? False promise? I'm gonna grab him again anyways and pull him back?
Maybe Scepter, so you can grab him +1.
Grab whoever's near the Oracle and the Oracle, yeah. That'd be cool.
Grab the bear +1.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
I don't think he nearly has enough money, though, for that and the buyback. So whatever he's farming for, it's still going to take some time. If it's something as luxurious as that, we'll see if Secret are going to be nice enough to allow the opportunity for him to farm something. After they get the push bottom and tower, they head to mid, where there is still a tier 1. Hey, guys, free money! Pick up that one, move on through, and it's just going down the checklist here. And as you said, as long as they follow that
The tight
guide, the tightness, it's keep their ducks in a row, whatever little catchphrase you want to throw out there, EHOME. It's on them to kind of mess with the ducks or frazzle Secret now.
Secret just need to not lose her concentration, though.
All right. Blink Dagger, obviously. Very good for setup. This is where you can have fun. You can rolling boulder in, drop magnetize, then quickly double tap blink dagger and get the hell out of there. Then you can just drop stones from far away. And then obviously later on, if he does, for whatever reason, if it does stretch to that late of a game, he can always end up getting the Ags, and then you have the blink to set up the, of course, enchant remnant, kick out, or
Scepter would
whatever.
be great because they can just cast it on Oracle if Oracle gets jumped. You're like,
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Bat Rider jumps in, you just remnant him. Kick the bat into your team.
OD's underfarmed.
Well, SMY, I hope, would farm a bit for
Oh,
him.
ES is BKB? Oh, that's hard. That's hard to play against.
No more pesky ward canceling blink. Whatever it may be, now he has the extra density to get that big dunk off right now, and Secret are smoked up. They trench past the river. A big fight here from Secret may just close the game out altogether. EHOME desperately need a big win, and there's going to be the lead and haunt. They're going to get the scout out. Old Chicken going to get stunned up, swap back into the safety zone so he can get a BKB off, but that means KotLGuy is going to be handing over his own life, and this poor little support does not have enough money for a buyback. Look at Weehaw just going way in deep. Pops his BKB, does get the magnetize off, and is start to drop the stones here. It's going to be a bit difficult for EHOME to kind of approach. Secret get the space, step back, and they will finish off this tier 2 tower. Look at Lanham right now. God damn, this magnetize. He's going to have to head all the way back in the base to heal up. What do you think, Ben? Move forward or go for top lane tier 2?
Oh, no, definitely move forward.
Here they come now.
You have Spectre, dude.
You have Spectre, no haunt, but Vengeful Spirit is still out.
He's saving for a buyback.
Wow, that long kick somehow hit 11 right there. And look at Mr. EOTK go. It is right in. They're going to be able to take that 11. He's going to be forced to buy back now. Fan caught up in the mix trying to man mode against the bear, but the wolf is losing to the bear. And already double buybacks now coming out from EHOME here as they step back 11. Back from the dead, and quickly canceled lasso from another false promise coming out from Mr. Pie-Eyed Eye. And Secret are just going to be happy to see EHOME commit so much. They will reposition, step back, and maybe look for the final blow here as Old Chicken knows that this is going to be do or die for game 1 of EHOME. Can they make something out of this right now? Look at this. Lanham is just getting a full life drain off onto Envy. It is going to end up killing him off. Now he goes for the bear. Decrept up. A casual stun does come out, and it is going to get the kill. OD is going to be down for the count. 90 seconds, no buyback. Lanham continuing to put that Agnums to work. They do manage to bring down the bear. And it will be his next summon. Did Secret even take anything inside the base? They did not. They lost a bit. Was that a solid home for EHOME? Was that a solid hold for EHOME? Or
They got a die back on OD.
it did cost them a lot for that hold.
And Secret's Aegis actually ran out like a little bit before the end of that fight too.
The classic double diffusal. We're seeing a lot of innovation happening here now. Two hands for two swords.
Diffusal, I think, is the highest agility per slot per money. I don't. It's like what, 35 agility or something stupid?
For price point, maybe?
40 agility might have to be.
Highest
Yeah, for
agility per price
point.
point. Yeah. Best bang for your
Oh,
buck if you're an
actually-
agility whore. Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, EB's better. Mass EBs, dude.
Double diffusal, huh?
It's good damage. I'm surprised he didn't get Scotty instead. But
Hey, he felt like heart was plenty. And then you're really going in on the stats. I guess maybe he wanted a balance of power between that and some offense potential. But it is a bit,
but
you know,
in
unique.
the high ground defense, the Pugna life drain is really good, though.
It is pesky, man. It's not really something you, like, pay much attention to. It's just going off in the fight, and you're just kind of like, what is that? Swatting away like a little fly? Yeah, it's Pugna. Sucking at you.
I mean, as you said though, it's good at killing the Spectre illusions.
Yeah.
And Spectre can't interrupt it.
And you know what? I remember I brought that up, but I didn't even look for it in that fight. I didn't even notice if maybe
He
that was
life drained
something
at
he
the
did.
end. He killed the Spectre with it, and then he killed the.
Yeah, I know he used it on,
it.
but I wasn't if he used it as like an anti-illusion
Oh, yeah, I
mechanism.
didn't see that either. But it's still surprisingly good. They just need OD to get more items though if they want to continue this into the late game. So like Scythe probably on him or Refresher. He needs 2 BKBs actually, so I think Refresher should be kind of a decently high priority for the OD.
Yeah.
His BKB's way too short.
See, I thought that would have been something EE would have considered after maybe
Oh,
late game, like
yeah.
a refresher. You know? I think it would have been okay.
That's true.
You want more double damage, and you're worried about a Pugna ridding of all your illusions. How about just get a second haunt, my man?
He doesn't have Radiance though, so his Haunt
Ah,
doesn't actually do
yeah.
that much damage.
That's true. That's true.
So
Double Dacker, though. I mean, come on. EHOME though, okay. They spent a lot here. Are Secret gonna want to push? Is there a timing window, I guess, on getting the next Roche and still being able to push against EHOME while they don't have buyback? And it looks like the timer is pretty low
Not
here.
really.
So
Just fight around the Aegis and cheese.
yeah.
They fought a little bit too late with the Aegis and weren't able to use it on Spectre. They wanted 4 lives on Spectre, or what? Aegis, and then cheese, then buyback, and haunt. Yeah.
And false promise, so that's another life right there.
So 5 lives.
5 lives.
And then you get dispersion and die.
Yes.
So butterfly will be the item of choice.
For him, yeah. Okay. Evasion. Obviously no real MKB candidate at the moment here for EHOME, so.
The bear. The bear.
The Bears.
The wolf. The wolfman. What's wolfman getting?
What's Wolfman getting? Abyssal. All right.
Tired of getting bashed by bear. Gotta bash him back.
Fair enough. He definitely lost the man mode fight he had inside their own base. He was trying to go toe-to-toe with Misery, and it was not going in his favor. And
They
now
COD
Roche
up top, it means easy Roche. He can't TP and get there in time.
Yeah, there's nowhere close. And as they move in, don't see enough from Oracles. Good, he's using the Fate's Edict on the Roche itself.
So who are they going to give Aegis and cheese to is a question. He's slot limited, but he's the best carrier. Misery probably has a slot.
No, Weeha dropped his TP. Looks like he'll take the cheese. All right. He has the blink in the roll. He can get in there. Quick paramedic. Hand off the cheese like a football player. I'm sure he could do it. Uh-oh. 11's in trouble. Fissure, commitment, and he's suddenly dead. Oh, my goodness. Did you see the damage? He just disappeared. Now KotLGuy in trouble. Oh, man.
Was there?
She's like, thank God I have a pipe. All right, well, it does cost him a haunt, but Batrider's going to be out. No buyback for him. This is where Secrets start tiptoeing into the high ground, and they're going to see this Batrider's not buying back, and they're going to go.
They just need to get the OD dead.
Yep, we'll see. Can the mighty Lanham and his tiny Pugna be enough to hold the high ground here again? We'll see here. Already committing in. Lanham goes to work, draining out the bear, forcing him back, decrepping him up so he can't attack the tower, but the tier 3 is going to be going down. And Secret are going to be sieging here with the help of the bear and Envy, of course, not even having to be in a bit of a promiscuous position. Secret are going to be happy to siege this one out. Still 48 seconds, no Batrider. Racks down. Secret looking to commit for both, or not. They're transitioning to the bottom lane here.
That Pug the drain.
Keep going, buddy. He doesn't have much mana left, though. He can't only get so many more drains off. And it's canceled right away. And they're going to get a hold of Pugna. And he's going down. And he has no buyback. This could be a quick game. Old Chicken's like, this is all or nothing right now. It's time to just go balls to the wall. Drops the Sands Eclipse. Tries to man up. Right-click it out. But he's getting no one done. They are going to get Misery down. But it is nearly not going to be enough. Secret, in the end, will be able to claim game number 1. EHOME's window of opportunity came and went. And Secret were able to hold on for a very nice win with a very greedy lineup. And a fun little Weehaw mid laner spirit.
They had the great tools to stall though, like the Earthshaker Fissure and the rock, the stun. Like it just perfectly lines them up if there's 2 or 3. So I like the stall tactics from Secret. They felt very confident with the Spectre pick. And I also like EHOME though, with their very confident like, okay, like and Pugna, we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But
it just fell a bit short.
yeah, maybe if CTY was playing.
A bit of CTY flavor in this OD itemization, though, I tell you what, though.
SMY, why?
At the end of the day, you got to remember there was SMY on this OD. Again, not the hugest factor for why things went wrong, but I can't help but think that doesn't help anything.
Where does the decision making come into that? It's like, hey, I want to buy an SNY on OD. Like, when does that pop in your head?
And I know Lanham is a guy who can get very frustrated fast, so was he like, hey, Lanham, I'm going to get an SMY. I imagine he wasn't like, yeah, go for it, buddy.
Oh, no.
I'm sure Lanham was
like,
like,
that idea, you don't tell your captain that.
I'm sure SMY's like, is that an SMY in your pocket right there? God damn it. All right. I'm very curious.
That's more what happened.
I'm very curious to see what EHOME are going to change things up for game number 2. Good, strong showing for Secret in game number 1. We'll cut to a break. When we get back, it's going to be game 2, though, of the Mars TV MDL Winter Dota League. We'll see you soon.